And this is the review of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, The Dark Knight Returns wave of figures featuring Superman, Batman, Robin, and Joker as they appeared in the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns comics. And this is actually a build a figure. So in this assortment, you actually build the horse that Batman rode in that comic. So I really like how McFarlane Toys handles their build-a-figure waves. So like you have 4 figures in this assortment and they're all interrelated, and even the build-a-figure actually is related to the wave. So you don't really need to buy those extra figures. So like, you know how in Marvel Legends you'd buy a build-a-figure MCU Thanos, for example, and you'd have to buy 2 or 3 extra non-movie figures that you probably don't need. I like how DC Multiverse handles it, or McFarlane Toys handles it. You don't need to buy figures that you don't need just to collect the build-a-figure. And I'm a big fan of the Dark Knight Returns comics. I don't really collect McFarlane Toys or DC figures in general. Only specific figures that relate to the Dark Knight Returns. And I like that I don't have to buy some extra figures just to get the horse that Batman rode in. Well, anyway, let's take a closer look at each of the figures and then let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so boxes themselves are mostly the same. The only difference is the name of the character that appears at the bottom. So Joker, Robin, Batman, and this is of course Superman. So this is your standard McFarlane Toys like box. From the side, it is the name of the character and the wave. So this is the Batman Dark Knight Returns wave. And then at the back, you have the parts of the horse. So this particular Superman figure contains the hind legs. And Joker contains the head and the saddle. Robin contains the body of the horse. Just because she's a tiny figure and she needs that amount of plastic to get to the budget. And then the Batman gets the tail and the front legs. Other than that, no, everything else is the same. So it's only the the name of the character that's different. So let me open up the box and then we'll get to reviewing each of the figures. Okay, and before we look at the figures, they all have the same backdrop. So it's just covers of different comics, right? So they're all the same. I had to check. Okay, starting with our boy Superman here. He contains this collector card, which is really nice. Nicely done collector cards, glossy and hardstock card. So much better than the ones we got from at least Marvel Legends. Not Marvel Legends, Transformers. So yeah, here at the front you'll see an image of the figure. Not the best pose, but no, it's okay. So it says Superman, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. And then at the back, you have the bio. So let me just scroll up and you can pause anytime if you want to read that bio. I don't have my glasses, so I won't read it for you. Right. Other than that, he also includes this stand, which will be standard for all of them. So I'll just feature this particular one. It's the same for the other 3 figures. And then he contains the legs of the Build-A-Horse. Looks like 2 big chicken legs, but yeah. And these are hefty ones as well. It's really hefty. Right? You'd think it's hollow, but no, it's really hefty. And then he also has these 2 fisted hands, which are really nicely sculpted. Oops. I just dropped one. Let me grab it quickly. Okay, so 2 fisted hands, really nicely sculpted. No paint, but that's okay. No, I don't know if they're fingernails. Oh, there are sculpted fingernails, not painted. But yeah, really nicely done. I would have preferred like the straight up hands like that for flying, but no, it's relaxed hands. So I probably won't use it. I don't see a use for a relaxed hand for Superman. Now, Superman himself. The deco we're familiar with. That's your old classic Superman costume, right? The main difference though is the bulk of the body. So if you read the Dark Knight Returns comics, you know it's very stylized. You have the very bulky Superman and Batman. They're really larger than life characters. And then Superman himself, you'll see he has a really squared jaw, really strong facial features, which is nice. So it's like he leapt out of the comic book pages. Really nicely done. Everything is exaggerated. The swoop on the hair as well, the swoosh of the hair. Really large S. Really nicely done sculpt. The back. I like how they handled the sculpting of the cape. You know how it's crisscross and all that. And then this particular fold as well, really nicely done cape. So it's very dynamic looking without being, you know, bulky. I guess that's the best you can do without using cloth goods. Now looking at the costume itself, you can see all of those folds and stuff like that. That's the other thing I like about McFarlane toys. It feels like all of their characters have different sculpts. So unlike Marvel Legends, where you've seen the Bucky cap mold like 1,000,000 times, this one it feels like they rarely reuse body molds, which is really nice. Well, there are some like the Flash and his enemy, the yellow Flash. So there are some, but yeah, for the most part they just use unique molds for each of them. So really nice. Now in terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so it's really expressive. You can turn, you can look up, so you can put him in flying poses, which is nice. There is a butterfly joint there, gives you a little bit range of motion up and down, forward. And then the arm itself, you can move forward all the way out. There's no upper bicep cut, but you can swivel at the elbow. The elbow only goes 90 degrees, but it's okay. He's a bulky figure. There is a ball joint at the wrist, similar to like a Revoltech joint, so you can move in and out, rotate that joint if you want to go up and down, and then it rotates on the wrist as well. There's two joints on the ab, so the upper ab allows you like left and right motion, which is nice. Also the bottom, so with both of them you can go that much out. Forward is a little bit limited. Back is really good for flying poses. This crotch part is a rubbery piece, so it affords a bit more articulation while keeping the sculpt intact. There is a swivel at the top of the thigh, moves forward that much, back that much, out that much. There's a double joint in the knee, and then no boot cut. There's a boot but no boot cut. Now there is another Revoltech style joint on the foot. You can go forward, back, or you can rotate it to simulate like pivots. So really nicely done. Oh, sorry. And then there is a toe joint as well. So lots of articulation. Some limitations like the single jointed elbows and stuff like that, but I don't mind it for a bulky figure like Superman here. Okay, now let's take a look at the Joker here. First off, he comes with this card, which at first I thought it was a comic book panel, but no, it's an image of the toy, which is nice. It says Joker, Batman Dark Knight Returns. At the back, again, the bio. Let me just scroll it up slowly. You can pause if you want to read it. No glasses, so I can't read it myself. And then he comes with the stand, similar to Superman. That's it. I'm not going to show it to you. It's the same. He also comes with the head of the horse as well as the saddle. The horse is looking like it'll have a lot of articulation. I love the soft rubber used for this. And then the saddle as well. I like the scope of it. And then he comes with an alternate relaxed hand. In this case, I'm probably gonna remove that. I'll remove that now. So I'm gonna use the relaxed hands instead. And he also comes with this rubbery knife. Really soft plastic, but no, I don't mind. And he holds his knife on this hand. So let me just put it on. See how hard it is to put on camera. Actually quite tough. It's tough because the knife itself is soft plastic. Like really rubbery. And then the hand is stiff. So yeah, really tough. Let me do it off camera. Okay, that knife is never coming off. It's probably gonna get warped and all, but that's how he holds it. So yeah, taking a closer look at the Joker himself. Again, feels like he left out the comics. And I like the way they painted the faces. So I don't like the faces of the McFarlane movie characters, but their comic figures really look nice. See the detail of the mouth and the teeth and the inside of the mouth. Really nicely done. The eyes as well. The green hair has a lot of shade as well. There's some shades of green. The suit, this one is a rubber piece as well as this. So it really blends well, which is nice. This part is hard plastic. But I like the effect. Really flamboyant looking, like 80s bad guy kind of look. The back. Now in terms of articulation, it's a bit restricted. You can turn his head. He can tilt only a little bit. The arm goes more than 90, which is nice, all the way around. No cut there, but there is a double jointed elbow, which is really nice. And then the wrist has that revoltec joint again, so it swivels both sides and then hinges. Not much, there's some rotation on the waist, but no, there's a little bit of ab, not much. The legs can go forward that much, back that much. Only a single joint on the knee on a heavy ratchet, and then again the revoltec joint on the foot. So that's a possibility. And the ankle, sorry, that toe joint. So really nicely done Joker. Now let's take a look at Robin here. First off, the card. Again, nice image of the figure. So this is the Carrie Kelly version of Robin, if you're not familiar with the comic. And that's the bio. Now he comes with the stand, the two largest Build-A-Figure pieces, which is basically the body of the horse. We'll take a look at that as well later. And then in terms of accessories, she just comes with the slingshot, which is nicely painted, and she holds it nicely on her hand. Hopefully easier to put on than the Joker's. Yeah, a lot easier than the Joker's one. So yeah, in terms of the figure itself, it's really nicely done. Again, the flamboyant 80s hair. I love how there's actual eyes underneath the glasses. Really nice face. Nicely big R there. And no leggings Robin look, as classic Robins tend to have. Again, the nicely sculpted cape. And I like that it's not just going straight down, right? So yeah, really nicely done. In terms of articulation, you have the ball jointed head, so really expressive. The arms, there is a swivel of 90 degrees. Then it can go, this one's a bit sticky, you know what I mean? It doesn't want to turn. I might need to put it against a hairdryer or something. It's sticky, but yeah, it should go around 90 degrees. Swivel at the top, double jointed elbow for a small figure and a female figure. So really nice. Again, the revoltec joint there. nothing at the waist, so the waist cut is at the bottom there. Feet can go forward, back, swivel at the top. Again, double jointed knee, which looks good, and the revoltic joint at the feet, and then there is a toe joint. So nicely articulated figure, so no excuses here. She's a female figure, but she has double joints everywhere. Hasbro, see what you can do, no limitations there. Okay, and last but certainly not least, let's take a look at the Dark Knight himself, the Batman. First off, you have the bio card. Back is the bio, so we all know he's Bruce Wayne. That's the bio. He also comes with the stand, as well as the front legs of the horse, as well as the very hefty tail. It's very heavy, so I think they made it so that you can use it as a counterweight in poses. I don't know, let's see. It also comes with this grappling batarang, I guess. I'll put it on him in a bit, as well as two fisted. Why do I keep dropping the hands? Just post that. I can't find it, but I'm sure it'll turn up later on. But this is just one of the hands. I'm assuming it's the same. He comes equipped with two gripping hands there. Taking a closer look at Batman. I love the grizzled older Batman look. So he's in his 50s at the time this comic was released. Sorry, 50s in terms of the timeline, I guess, in the comics, rather. I love the grizzled angry look. Somehow it doesn't look like he looks a bit grittier than Superman here. Okay. This Batman got all of the attention. Look at all the wrinkles on the suit. I love that bigger chest. So this is the Batman where that Ben Affleck Batman was based from, or based on. Love the belt. Love all the detail. It's, yeah, really nice. And the cape, again, the crisscross look is really nice. He also has those shorter Batman ears. Yeah, so really nicely done. And the bigger, whatever those are. And in terms of articulation, you can tilt his head a little bit, turn it all the way around. You can look down and up. No front ab, but you can move the ab backwards on those two joints. There is a little bit of shifting as well. There is a butterfly joint there, similar to Superman. Arm can go all the way around and around. Swivel, a hinge, and swivel at the elbow. And then the revoltic joint on the wrist. The waist we already went through. The leg can go forward, back. Not a lot, but he's a stronger, less mobile Batman at this point. He actually has a thigh cut, which is different from the others. Double jointed knee. Again, no boot cut, but then you have that revoltic joint at the feet that allows for forward, back, and tilt. And then you have the toe joint. Really nicely posable Batman. And here are the four figures side by side with each other. I like the size that they're going for here. That Robin is definitely that short compared to Batman. So yeah. Now let me just compare maybe just Batman with some other figures that I have. Okay, here's the Dark Knight Returns McFarlane Batman with your DC Multiverse Batman, Armored Batman from Mattel, as well as your Mezco 112 Collective Batman from the Dark Knight Returns as well. So this one is actually 6-inch scale. These two are 7-inch scale, so that's why he's noticeably smaller. And just because you might want to pose that armored Batman with Superman, or this other Batman with Superman, that's how he looks. I don't think that's too bad. He is a bit small, but if you want to pose him with your 112 collective figure, I don't think that's bad, because Superman is supposed to be a little bit too big. You can be a bit with dynamic poses, you can actually hide the height difference a bit, I think. Okay, so let's go and build ourselves a horse. Starting with the body, what you want to do is, let me get the head. I think you want the head. Why do I keep dropping things? Head. Where does this head go? So it should be here. Okay. Should be there. And then you want to close out this piece. Like so. It's just gonna snap. You're just supposed to slide it forward like that. So yeah. Now the front legs. So which one is front and which one is? So this one says left. This one is right. So if this is your left foot and this is your right foot, I guess something like that. Then we insert the left foot here. Yep. Okay. And then the right foot there. Oops, and don't forget the saddle. Put the saddle over the body. There you go. And then we have the hind legs, which is less confusing. Just I just supposed to snap it in. There you go, snap it in. Really hefty horse. And then lastly, the tail, which just snaps at the back. So let me clean him up and I'll show you how it looks. Man, I had to zoom out. This horse is massive and it's really weighty as well. So the tail itself has a bit of weight. But yeah, my review station is not that flat, so he's tending to fall this way. But yeah, really nicely detailed. Let's look at the face. The face is nicely detailed. I like the clean lines on the harness. This one as well. So the harness does hook there. It's split there for articulation. We'll go through that later. This saddle, who has an actual Batman emblem stitched in. I can't remember if it had that in the comics. Probably didn't. It's really nicely done. It's a bit articulated as well, so there is a bowl on the head. This neck joint will go up and down. The feet, heavy ratchets, goes up and down. The knee up and down. There's a swivel there. There is a ratcheted hinge there. The back legs, oh, not as heavy a ratchet as I expected. Inverted knee joint there. Hinge there. Swivel there. And a swivel at the top. You have a swivel here? No, but yeah. And then the tail hinges up and down, and you can turn it around. So lots of articulation as well. Much better than that Mattel Battle Cat. I wanted to buy that, but I saw the review and it didn't have as much articulation as I wanted to. But yeah, let me see how he looks with Batman riding on it. And he looks suitably epic riding the horse. Just, you know, perfectly sized horse for this Batman. You can put his feet in there. Yeah, suitably nice horse. Let's see if it fits the Mezco one though. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I like the fit of the 112 Collective Dark Knight Returns Batman on this horse. I thought he would be a bit too small for it, but no, it's actually the right size. And the way the cape flows on the horse is also quite epic looking. Yeah, so if you're thinking of getting the horse for this Batman, and I was right. That's why the horse's tail is heavy. That's there as a counterweight and a sort of tripod stand, so you can actually pose the horse in such a way as his front legs are up. Really, really cool. And that was a review of the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Wave Build a Horse set of figures. And I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this wave of figures. Not to the extent that I'll probably start buying McFarlane Toys. I think I got the DC figures that I wanted. But yeah, it's a really nice assortment of figures. Batman is the star of the wave. The rest maybe a little bit less. Superman and Batman I really like. If you needed the horse for your Mezco 112 Collective, this one is perfect as well. So yeah. If you like that review, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, this has been Grimtrigger, and this has been this wave of Batman Dark Knight Returns figures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.